Yeah, hello traders. Welcome back to the channel. In this session, we're gonna be looking at a quick breakdown on the trade we took, our best trade for the week. As we said in our previous video, we're gonna be uploading the best trade we've taken for the week on our YouTube channel. So the best trade we took on for the week is a buy trade or the GBP which ran for a 1 to 41 RR trade. With a stop loss of 3.8 pips, I take profit of 157 pips, making it our best trade. So in this video, I'm gonna be explaining the reason we took the trade, how we took the trade, and the whole story. We're gonna be the whole story behind the trade. So without wasting much of our time, let's head into the chat and see what we are talking about. From our weekly analysis, you can clearly see we expected G to be very bearish, and which G tend to be obeying. So on our 4 hour time frame, we were in a very strong bearish trend. As we clearly see, the market was stuck in a series of creating uh, a series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. Lower low, kind of lower low, lower high, lower low, and the rest. So I also had a bigger break of structure. All right, we had a higher time frame break of structure. We can see at that level there. We had a higher time frame break of structure there. So the market was clearly in a bearish trend on our 4 hour time frame. So basically, what we traded was a retracement back into our higher time frame supply zone, which we have been waiting for. Clearly traded a retracement back into the higher time frame supply zone. So we're having a complete retracement. So basically, you clearly see we had this strong rejection, a strong pullback after GU had some fundamentals that made it drop over 800 pips. Then we had this strong pullback after the first pullback, which shows okay, we are beginning to have some bullish momentum. So we should be expecting to buy this market to a particular level or point before we start thinking of even having our sell opportunities to kick in. So you can clearly see where we are in this bullish trend as we can clearly see market creating series of and this was meant to be a higher low, sorry, a lower high at that level to take out the structure. But as far as the market didn't take out that structure, rather the market came and obeyed this demand that was created at this level and created a higher low and a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and also overall a higher high. So the market had a complex retracement back into the demand zone, and in as much as the retracement was going on, we were trading back into demand for my previous. So on our 4 hour time frame, you can clearly see we're in a bullish phase, okay? We're in a bullish retracement, which was but for our 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see we're having a retracement, a complete retracement back into our supply zone, okay? On after the 4 hour time frame, on our 1 hour time frame, the same thing, the same data is still shown here. You could clearly look, if you look at our chart here, you could clearly look, we have had this series of first of all had this series of higher low, higher high, higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. Okay, so clearly we could clearly say that the market was breaking out structure to the upside because if you look at your chart, you have a break of structure here. Market was just taking out structure to the upside, so we can clearly see we're in a bullish retracement back into our supply zone, which is at this level, our overall supply zone, which is at that level there. So following our chart here, what could we see? We have got the first break of structure here and also had another break of structure. Having two break of structures indicates that this market is quite bullish. Okay, and had a change of character down there, then we had series of break of structures to the upside, and we're still expecting the market to be very bullish. Okay, into give a strong bullish push back into the demand zone. As far as the market was still respecting the lows created, as far as the market was still respecting all the lows created, we're still expecting series of buy side opportunities. Okay, until the market scout those lows, then we can say we are ready for sale. Okay, as far as the market was still above these highs, we're expecting series of buy trend. Okay, on our 15 minutes time frame, we had the first break of structure, which we could clearly see on the 1 hour time frame, we had a break of structure there, and also had another break of structure. And yeah, when market took our structure to the upside, we had our unmitigated demand zone created at that level. We had an unmitigated demand zone at that level with liquidity. Liquidity was seated above the demand zone, which made the demand zone more confirmatory, right? Which gave us more reasons in which this demand zone that is created at this level here is a very valid demand zone. Although some traders would actually be looking on taking a trade here because of few some traders will actually be looking at taking a trade here at this demand zone here, demand zone when price came into demand zone and had this complex retracement, or should we say liquidity move to the upside when market came out to generate liquidity to also take out this low. So some traders will be looking at this demand zone as a valid demand zone to take a buy. But we at Forex Mastermind, we have our consistent rules in which we use for taking a trade. Okay, so basically we had our beautifully created demand zone here, which is this one we have this one because we clearly see we had liquidity above this demand zone. This is the last unmitigated demand zone. This is an unmitigated demand zone, and we also have liquidity. Although this was what led to the change of the break of structure to the upside there, but this is the demand zone that didn't have any liquidity. Alright, this was the demand zone, especially market to super liquidity with probably a week. Alright, so probably traders who had placed their trades at this level, then probably they should be expecting to take profit at this point. What will happen? The market will tend to sweep out all the liquidity. So basically in Forex, liquidity is a very big concept we always talk about in the Forex mastermind. Okay, so on have we waited for the price to give a retracement after market created this high here. After market created this high here, waited for price to give a retracement back into the demand zone which the market created, which was at this level here. The market, we clearly see we had the first break of structure and the second break of structure confirming that all right, on this market, we are ready to go bullish. Okay, after break of structure was had done, the market was mitigating zones because if you clearly look on your screen here, you clearly see market mitigated this zone at some points. The market had some serious mitigation there. You can clearly see this here is liquidity. That's one of the reason market didn't even tend to come back to here. The supply zone related to break of structure, the demand related to break of structure didn't have any liquidity around it. Okay, so we had the break of structure here and also the second break of structure. All right, confirming that yeah, we are very bullish on this trade, which gave us more reasons that we should be looking for mobile opportunities. Although some traders will be like, we are heading to the supply zone, why are you looking for buy opportunities? You have to trade what you see and not what you think. The traders will be like, the market is gonna sell and be like, okay, we've had this change of character here, and some traders will be like, I've got a change of character here and I have a supply at this level. So the market should definitely sell. But the market at this point isn't coming from any reasonable zone. Alright. So we are first mastermind before we take trades. We have our consistent rules that we wish to take trades. Although we had other trade that we took, but this is the best trade I was taking for the week. A 1 is to 41 RR trade. So heading on to our 1 minute time frame. On our 1 minute chart here. Yeah, so on our 1 minute chart here, you can clearly see when market came into the demand zone, we had a very beautiful reaction. Market gave a beautiful and outstanding reaction to that demand zone when market came back into demand zone. Then we had market came back to demand zone, we had a very strong reaction there. Some traders would be like, although we used our first mastermind confirmatory entry to also get this trade here. So when the market came back into the demand zone, market gave a very strong reaction to the demand zone, rejection to the demand zone, and created this probably I've gotten a change of character here, but we at First Mastermind we also have our other confirmation for you referring to a trade. If you want to learn how we trade, then you should use the link displayed on your screen. Visit our website www.firstmastermind.com and select the packages. We have the cheapest package as low as $150, right? We're currently running on a discount of 30% off each package you pick. So if you are picking the package of $150 instead of paying $150, you get to pay $105, right? So in this scenario here, we had a change of character, which indicates that probably we could probably take a trade there, but that wasn't enough reason for us to enter into a trade, right? So people would just take a trade off here, but first mastermind we have our confirmatory. So we had a change of character there and market came back to our supply zone. I'm sorry this screen is gonna be blurred because this is for the premium members. The entry criteria is gonna be only shared for our premium members, and if you wanna have access to the premium or the entry criteria, then you should join the first mastermind. So we had our change of character sitting at this level there. The market came back into our demand zone directly change of character, and that was how we had the trade. We did a okay, we had the trade with as high as uh 3.8 pips stop loss, approximately 4 pips. We could adjust this thing here. We had a 3.8 pips stop loss, less almost 4 pips stop loss down. Yeah, we could delete. I want to deleting our thing so you guys can see where the trade was taken from. When I'm deleting some analysis, I can see where the trade was taken from. So upon market coming back into the zone, we had our demand zone. Okay, had our demand zone at this level here. Demand zone at this level here. Okay, so market came back into the demand zone and reacted up the 50% through. We had a 50% through at that level. So market came back, reacted to the demand zone, and we swung the trade up to this level. Although although on this trade I closed partials at some point because as a trader you always have to pay the trader. Although on this trade I closed some partials at some point, so I held just 50% for it to run to 41 RR. I had my first day profit at this level. Once the market took out this high, I closed 50% of the trade at that level and I left 50% running till the market came into the supply zone. Our whole market reaching the supply zone, which was around the late hours of the new session. Late hours of the new session, the trade was taken at the early hours of new session and it ended at the late hours of new session. So the trade ran for I think in how many hours in the gap of 4 hours we were able to make 40% of our account, or basically you could say 30% because we closed partials at some point. Because at this take profit here we closed 50% partials and we left 50% partial running. So basically it's slightly below 40%, but the trade is a 1 to 40 RR trade. So with that being said, that's a quick breakdown on the best trade I was taking for the week in the first mastermind team. For those of you who are willing to learn how to trade the forex market the way we do at Forex Mastermind, you want to learn how to become consistent and profitable in the forex market, then you should visit our website to learn more about the course. The course is a very, very informative course. It's a three-section course. It's for everybody in the forex market, all right? It has the basic, the masters, and a psychology channel. A psychology channel is dedicated, have a channel dedicated only for psychology, for the trader psychology, because we understand how important it is. You don't really understanding a strategy doesn't make you a successful trader, but your psychology is always one thing that was always outstanding. So we have a dedicated server on our Discord channel that's just for psychology, right? So with that being said, I have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys learn a thing or two from the video. Forest Mastermind just signing out.